silent as possible. We're all gonna quietly, slowly turn to them, walking through. And when the Power Rangers come in, oh wait, there's one right there. We're not going to cheer. We're just gonna all shake our heads in disapproval.
I'd like to thank all of you for showering. Because my fellow actors from the Power Rangers, they haven't showered today. I don't know if you got close to Amy Jo, but...
Nose panties help with that too, because it filters out unpleasant Pink Ranger odors.
I found a pink paint pen in our Sharpies, and so we made like hate letters that we sent to Amy Jo, but she wasn't at her table, so she didn't see them. Yep, that was a dig.
Well, wait a minute. Speaking
Hey,
of people not here.
are you the moderator?
No, he is. He's the moderator.
Oh!
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, dude, we put you out of business. We're job creators, we thought. And here we are destroying your job.
No, we need you. We need you. Hey, would you introduce us?
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have some very special guests. Now to bring them out, we're going to do it in the best way possible. Do you guys know the Power Rangers theme song? Okay, so what I need you guys to do is say "Go, go, Power Rangers" when I look at you and I give you the 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Please do the whole panel from down there.
Wait a minute. We're one Jason short. Who needs that guy? What guy?
You know, the people in Jason Frank's line have been there for like 30 hours. I think it's fine.
JDF is on the way. He will be here momentarily, but we're going to have some fun without JDF.
We don't need him.
What's up, everybody? How are ya?
Oh my God, what an amazing crowd.
Take a picture of you,
Take a picture of me, taking a picture of me, taking a picture of...
I
Photoception.
call this photo narcissism.
You know, have any of you like shut down the Facebook and walked away, mic drop, never going back? So, you need to, we all need to embrace anti-social networking. That's where we don't leave the house, we don't talk to anyone, and when people knock, we just show the gun. Get off my lawn.
We are on the Great Plains here. I mean, that kind of is the general nomenclature for welcome to my house. Mom, I come home every day at the same time. Why do you think I got the gun, you little son of a... Okay, so I'll give it back to our moderator.
So my first question today is for Jason. No, I had to do it once. Just once. So what I wanted to ask is, let's say the original, Jason asked, if the original Power Rangers and the Time Force Rangers, if you guys met in a dark alley, who wins a dance battle?
A dance battle, huh? Boy, I don't know. I mean, my Pink Ranger, Aaron Cahill, is a very good dancer. My Yellow Ranger, Deborah, is not. So, I don't know. You know what? Walter, Amy, I think maybe the original would win in a dance-off.
If there's a...
It's Time Force. Couldn't they just go back in time and try it again?
You know what?
Oh, they could do the time warp again.
We would do the time warp until we found a way to win that particular battle.
It's just a jump to the left.
Just a sweet Power Ranger.
So, Jason, Paul.
Sometimes we forget there's children present. No, we don't. We don't forget. Those poor kids, you're going to be scarred for the rest of your life. Every night, he's going to wake up in the middle of the night screaming, and you're going to wonder why. This is why. That's
not a kid. That guy's 42. He's got the hormone thing.
That's what steroids do. It makes you jacked up, but you can't grow.
So, Paul, Jason, I wanted to ask you guys, you know, a big part of Power Rangers is getting Megazords. So if you guys had your own Megazords, what creatures would they be?
Pizza. That's just like a big rolling pizza Zord. And then each of the slices comes off and like flies like a
Pepperoni
Star
wheels.
Destroyer.
Pepperoni wheels, right?
See, I would think it'd be more like an Impala. I don't mean the animal, I mean the old car. It's got like a wheel missing, it's up on block. Oh, let's get the crowbar. I gotta figure it out.
Broken down Megazord power now. Yeah, you noticed that the Megazord never got repossessed? Because, man, can you imagine the payments? And you know, because it's a lease, you have to have the good insurance.
Dude.
Very expensive.
Dude, obviously Alpha's good with money. He's Jewish. Aye. Of course he's making the payments on time.
I thought he was Asian because his head is two walks stuck together. That's true. That's how they made that. Beady. What's up, bro?
I did want to ask, where do you guys think Bulk and Skull are today? Like, are they like living in a cabin somewhere together?
They're sitting in front of you at a small table. That's where they are today.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, well, I want to know how you guys are. Like, do you enjoy Colorado? Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having some.
You guys are here at the first ever Colorado Springs Comic Con.
I know.
Thank you.
500 people today have come up to the table and said, "Why don't you come to Denver?" I'm like, wait, not invited?
We couldn't come to Denver.
Let them know.
People from Colorado, like, why don't you come to Colorado Springs? Denver people don't scare me. Colorado Springs people terrify me.
It's just the Springs, all right?
The Springs, that's right. Even though there's 1,000 different towns around here that have springs.
Semantics!
Semantic Spring.
Lots of quibbling little rivers. Kill myself.
So I wanted to
kill myself in
So I think the root of your question was, if we were living in a fantasy world,
Yes.
and we're actually our characters,
Yes.
from 20 years ago,
Yes.
and if we were to think, where would they be now?
Yeah.
Is that where you were going with
Yeah,
that?
what are you guys up to?
Well, I apparently, according to Power Ranger Samurai, am a 40-year-old man that lives in a garage with a young boy. And we sleep on the floor with giant stuffed pandas.
So basically, Bulk is in jail right now. Kids, Uncle Bulk is going to be going away for a long, long time.
Aw, poor Spike.
I think Skull's in a bunker somewhere. Like, he's one of those guys. That's why he's got so much money.
Doomsday
It's like-
prepper?
Yeah, it's like, he's got a giant tower over his house, and he's at the very bottom. Because that tower's coming down, and he knows it.
Well, I think Skull was reported to be very wealthy in Power Rangers Samurai, but we never really explained that or how he managed to pop out a kid with the help of whom? Go ask Amy Jo. No, it's not me. There's the plumbing not working.
Well, I didn't do it alone. I don't have birthing hips.
Oh, you do.
Very narrow.
You do.
So I know a lot of people out there are excited about the new Power Rangers movie coming out, right? So how do you guys feel about it? Yeah? You're into it? Do you like the designs?
I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be great for everybody. I think the outfits look great. I wasn't so sure about the glowing emblem in the middle. That kind of threw me off initially, but I know that they really want to make this special, and it should be great.
Amber alert.
Amber is out and about. She's had one too many drinks, folks. Everyone duck under your chairs.
Anybody drive a white Chevy truck, Colorado, license plate number?
If you do, you can get a free autograph. We will not say anything. We see some people running out the building.
You know, the new movie is a great opportunity to revisit an awesome franchise with a real budget. And how could that be wrong? I mean, you know, I took 3 cereal boxes in my living room, and it looked more impressive than the original Zords from the first movie, right? So anything they do is going to be an improvement on that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the motion picture.
I think there was too many hands involved in the first movie. There was. and that stifles creativity. Paul used to have an expression. He'd say, art by committee sucks. When everyone votes how the Mona Lisa should be painted, Mona Lisa's not gonna get painted until like, 12:30. She's due at 1. Okay, so I think the new movie, Saban was really good about kind of being a little more hands-off and let Lionsgate be a little more creative, I think. So I think the new movie...
Yeah.
Oh, it is an Amber Alert.
No kidding. That was like 10 minutes ago. So, new movie good. New movie good. New suits. Okay.
3 months.
Whatever.
So I am sure everyone out there has a ton of questions for you. So if you guys can put your hands up when you have a question, Andy over here is going to come around with the microphone and we're going to get some questions going.
Just put your trident up. Oh, you.
Everyone who wants to speak has to put the trident up. And I was like, son of a... No, it should have been Aquaman.
Who's got a
This
question?
gentleman back here.
Is Sky from SPD Wes's son?
I tell you what, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about that last night. They never really explain that, to be totally honest. And it's got to be because that's Time Force and that's me. And I don't know why they did that, to be honest. Yeah, but it's supposed to be.
But if you watch Power Rangers expecting continuity, you're going to be waiting a long time. Every year is a fresh new start. New kids, new robots,
Your toys.
new people saying the word guys way too many times.
Guys, we're gonna save him!
Guys, let's turn to observe the viewing globe.
Guys, how are we gonna beat this guy?
What are we going to do, guys?
Guys, there's a guy with the guy.
Never name a character Guy in the Power Rangers.
Oh, right, Fly guy, and this guy, and that guy. Hey, this freaking guy, that guy. Go ahead, guy.
I think he's got a mic back there somewhere. There's a mic somewhere.
Oh, there's Mike. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I can't
He's
call
talk-
you. Mike has usurped me.
He's talking to a statue.
Actually, technically, I'm an alien, but
Oh, okay.
it's from Doctor Who. My question
Yes,
is...
we know.
Deport that person.
Well, then don't blink. My question is, what was your favorite episode of Power Rangers that you guys ever did?
Favorite episode of Power Rangers that we ever did?
Movie Madness was mine. I enjoyed Movie Madness a lot. They put a lot of time and effort in that. We filmed on the Universal lot. And the production value for those 2 episodes were really well done. So that would be mine.
Countdown to destruction.
No, one person.
His name is Guy.
Thanks, guy.
Thanks, guy.
I love doing the Western. That was so cool. And we filmed it on an old movie ranch where they filmed every damn Western ever. So literally there's a bar that they would refer to as the John Wayne bar. Why? John Wayne used the same bar in every damn John Wayne film.
Wow.
That was fun.
Countdown to destruction.
And this gentleman here.
Speaking of the continuity, how do you think Bulk got back from the Lost Galaxy?
Well, it started with a lot of red beans and rice. In order to attain a sufficient velocity to escape Marinoid's gravitational pull, Bulk had to consume massive quantities of red beans and rice.
Yeah, you can take a shower. I feel dirty.
Young man over here.
Go on, Dave.
How do you look different from the episodes to the movie?
How do you look different from the episodes of the movie?
Yeah.
Because I'm fat, you mean?
David, you look great.
Hi, I'm David Yost. Well, Dave, here's the thing, is that the show went on for so long, man. When I started the show, I was 22 years old, and when I finished, I was 40. So there's a lot of time in between, which is why we look different, because people age, and soon you'll be tall enough to actually see me. Thanks, Dave.
So I wanted to ask you guys, when you were on Power Rangers at the time, did you know that it was just going to explode as much as it did in pop culture? Because is there any way that you could tell? Could you feel the fan swelling behind it?
No. I mean, all of us were just excited to have 6 months of work, which is why, in many ways, the very first season was the most enjoyable because we were kids in a candy store, almost literally. Get to the juice bar. How's that?
Well, they didn't show us the Japanese footage for months, as well. We were filming for months, and we didn't really know. Like, we'd never really seen a full picture of what the show was. And then when they finally, they were like, "Okay, so we're going to show you the footage that everyone is talking about," and they hit play on this VCR, and it looks like, remember that one shot of like 7 animal cracker boxes running across somebody's backyard? Remember that with the things running? And I was like, oh no. Oh God, we are done. But the minute the show aired, it was #1 worldwide in about 30 seconds.
It literally premiered at #1 and has been up.
Yeah. So Amy Jones aged.
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming, Jay.
Been trying to drink a lot of water, man.
All right, everybody, welcome Jason David Craig.
You know what? We're just gonna.
That's you.
It's a peace sign. Means peace.
John Pollock. Give me an awesome video of you guys all hold up. Well, we're the Q&A right now. I got these awesome, fine people in front of you and all these awesome fans. Colorado!
And sing.
I felt good about that one.
It's a good
One
ending.
more take. I think
Okay. All right. Here we are in Colorado Springs and have all these awesome actors up here and all these awesome fans.
Can we do one where nobody says anything and I'm gonna do it? So he does a big thing and then we're all excited and we look at you and you guys are all just like crickets. Let's get it down.
All right. Here we are in Colorado Springs. That's all my
What's up, boy?
Yeah, all these awesome, exciting fans. Woo! All right.
They're not fans of the Power Rangers. This is the Colorado Springs GMV. Number 9. Number 9.
That's gonna be funny.
So welcome to Colorado Springs. Thank you for joining us here on the panel.
It was not us. It wasn't me.
What did you do?
I broke it. My bad.
You heard it.
So, JDF, I have a question for you.
Yes. Where?
Hello. Hey. How's it going? So,
Stuart. Yes.
so if you had to pick Green Ranger or White Ranger, which one? If you could only be one Ranger ever again, which one?
Sometimes people come up and they're like, "I'm so sorry, man. You're my favorite," and I was like, "Don't feel bad. It was me anyway." Like, you know. But yeah, probably the pink on weekends. Remember Narvey?
We talked about that. And,
Oh, you did? So yeah, green. I would say green, just because you know.
Because you know in the Japanese show he killed his parents. Yeah, we had to cut that out. That was a little too harsh for Fox Kids.
Yes. Number 178. Number 178.
So we got some questions here. Let's get the mics around. Let's get everybody going. Get some questions going for some fun. This lady down here.
So this is for JDF. I was wondering, since in Dino Thunder, Tommy is Dr. Tommy Oliver, what did he get his PhD in?
Well, after consulting with, Martin Skull, when I left the show, we became really good friends, like outside, you know, like on the TV show, like Tommy, Molten Skull. So they advised me to go see to get my doctorate. What was it?
Your Doctor of Philosophy, your PhD?
Yes.
Proctology.
Yes. Whatever Paulie said, I trust him.
And then we got another question in there.
This one is for JDF. So, do you know the date when you're going to face CM Punk in the Octagon? And who do you think it's going to be?
No, there's not. CM Punk is fighting September 10th with Mickey Gill.
You know who you're going to fight him?
I'm Team Mickey Gill, man. I'm gonna make my own t-shirts. Team Mickey Gill. We're live on Periscope right now. Just let everybody know we're live on Periscope.
Live on Periscope, we have the thing in a summary.
Facebook.
Facebook in the summary. I like these. He's good.
Facebook Live drops, so you know sometimes you got to go to those other choices.
This gentleman down here, I believe, has a question.
But I remember, I haven't watched that much Power Rangers, but like whenever we put in a VHS tape, yes, VHS tape. Whenever we watch it, I always like, oh, there's Rangers there. But the real heroes were by far Molten Skull, and I need their own spin-off show. If you could, like, Paul and Jason could contribute to the show, that would be awesome. We could do a Kickstarter thing, and
He already knows all this. Thank you for the compliment. We appreciate it. You're right. Yeah, the Rangers, whatever.
Yeah, we tried that. No one wanted it, so they canceled it.
And then I believe this young lady down here has a question as well.
Hi. Okay.
She wants that mic, so give me that mic.
Don't tell me you've never seen somebody nervous before. Come on.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Alright, so this is for JDF. Tommy, particularly in the Green Ranger phase of things, was this tortured soul type brooding character, you know, brainwashed every other week, power stolen, and all this.
Dare you? Spoiler alert.
Sorry!
Is that what you do with my toy in your basement? Torture me?
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so he's a tortured soul, brainwashed all the time.
Right. You, on the other hand, are the type that will get bored, put on a clown outfit, and jump out of the plane and put it up on YouTube.
That is true. That is very true.
Yes, that happens.
Yes.
How did you get the, I don't know, angst or whatnot to play the Green Ranger then?
Good question. Oh, I see. Well, you know what, man? Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you something. I ADD. But we're all dealing with things, and we all have problems. It's just some people deal with them or some people don't. Because I tell you, everyone has a cloud over their head, you know, including myself. And sometimes we just ignore our problems, you know. And Tommy was a character that I kind of related to. He was like, you know, a lone kid in school, and you know, he just didn't really have that much responsibility to keep the other Rangers alive. You know, I was tortured by Rita many nights now. I'm having flashbacks. That bra Rita wore. Madonna. Yeah. But no, it was just an acting thing. But you know, in reality, in life, we all deal with problems. And it's like we're gonna either deal with them or not. And I don't care anyone in here says that they don't have problems or you've never sinned before or anything like that. It's just absolutely BS because we've all done bad stuff before. And it's how you change now. Are you changing? Are you gonna be a better man? Are you gonna be a better woman? You know, and I think it's important. I probably don't even answer your question, but I just like playing character Tommy at that time, and then I wasn't brainwashed no more. And then I got with Kimberly, and then I started getting brainwashed again. It's called a relationship. Paulie's I got.
Yeah, you know, I personally take issue with the term brainwashed, just because the image, just like, you know, like a sponge and like.
Hey, we got a question back here.
Yeah, so my question is for JDF as well. As far as the Bat in the Sun YouTube episodes, which one did you have more fun filming? Was it the Green or the White Ranger, and which enemy did you like better?
There you are. I see. I'm just trying to see who's talking up. I'm trying to zoom there. All the Bat in the Suns were great. I'm working on a new project that I'm very excited about. That Bat in the Sun's going to be released. We're going to make a big release announcement at New York Comic Con. But Aaron does good stuff. Like I was talking to Paulie about one of the films that I really want Paul to direct, that film that I wrote, because from an artist side, you get to see, you know, working with people that are fans, because Aaron's a fan, so he knows what Power Ranger fans want. Sometimes studios don't understand that. You know, when we went to Fox, studios really didn't understand. I say that probably not now, but will you guys agree that Power Rangers talk was much like Starbucks talk? You know, you could get a regular, it's like, you want a coffee? I'll get you coffee. It's like, no, it needs to be a tall. And I'm like, okay, small is a tall. Very confusing. No one knew the Power Ranger talk back then. So when you get it to a studio, it can get lost in translation. But Aaron definitely knew what he was doing with the superpower beatdowns and the fan. He's a fan. And sometimes that's great. Like I was talking to Bulk and Skull, they're doing, well, Bulk and Skull. And now you got me calling them Bulk and Skull. Thanks, guys.
Names, friend.
I'm sorry. But you know, they have their spin-off little comic book that's coming out, and I was telling them that fans are writing that stuff. Like huge fans are writing that. You know, Bulk and Skull are popular, man. Like they're the comic relief of what Power Rangers was. So it was so great to have that comic relief. It wasn't just on screen, but it was off screen as well. These guys are very entertaining and very, very talented. So to have someone do a Bat in the Sun like that knows what they're doing is great. That's why I want Paulie to direct my film, because, and Jason Narvey, I mean, even Faunt, great actors. Narvey does theater, and you know, there's a lot of history of actors and acting and different stuff that I could not do. You know what I mean? That I don't even want to try. To be or not to be? That is the question. All right, that's it. That's
Look, I don't try to do karate kicks. You're trying to do the Shakespeare.
All right, fine. I do Shakespeare.
Because he's gonna put me out of a job.
Now it's your turn to do a kick. No, he can kick. Narvey can kick.
And this question right over here.
I just want to say that Time Force is probably one of my favorite seasons due to its like compelling villains and your arc in particular.
Thank you very much.
And I was just kind of curious, like when you were signing up for it, it's just like, oh, it's Power Rangers, but we're going through time. And I always thought that was kind of an element that was kind of lacking. And it's just like, how come we're not going to a different place, like a different period, like every single episode?
Budget.
Yeah, you know,
Okay, well, yeah.
Go ahead, finish your question.
No, that was kind of it. Was that planned initially to do that, or were you excited to do that, or was it always just kind of going to be how it was?
You know what it actually was? What happened at the time was there was a pending writer's strike that was looming at the end of the year. They wanted to wrap, so they already had it done and they have to worry about anything because the show was union at the time. They did talk, the producers said at the time they wanted to do more time travel, but due to time and budget, they just didn't have the time to do it because of the strike. That would have been cool because we would have been infinite, you know, so much potential to be able to travel through time like that. And so unfortunately, it's something they never get a chance to do. Yeah, good question.
All right, next question over there.
I just like how many times you all said time. I recorded on Periscope. I want someone to see how many times. It was awesome.
I think you got Belle back here, the princess.
What's Power Rangers better?
The ones that I'm in are obviously the best ones.
Well, it's good that I've worked with every single Power Ranger up here. We did Forever Red together. We did Super Mega Force together. Might have not done the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but to answer your question, little girl, all the episodes we were in. That's the best. Anyone else? Any other ones? Our bootleg. Sorry, everyone on Periscope. It's about to blow up. My number's about to go. Unfollow.
Let me say head for the hills.
This gentleman back here.
This goes to the entire panel. If you had to replace one color from the original Rangers, what color would it be and why?
What?
If you replace one color?
What color would you replace it with? What color would you replace?
Man, you trying to trick me? See, I'll replace the Black Ranger. That's what you trying to trick me. Is this a trick question, Paulie?
Right. I would say if I get to switch one, that means that I get to put someone else. So Tree Train would become the Black Ranger, and would make Walter the Yellow Ranger.
Yes.
And we would kill all the racism in like one fell swoop. Yes.
All right.
That's good.
I mean, he's always stereotypical.
That's why I was going to Paulie. Paulie?
Yeah, really. Hey, if you're a Japanese eye doctor, you're a racist.
Thank you. That was terrible.
Make sure you tip all your waitresses and waitresses will be here all night long. Thank you.
Next question over here.
Hi, would this be for the Legacy Battle people? How did you guys feel when you guys were asked to come back to be legendary Power Rangers?
Faunt, you can go first. I'm recording.
You know, I was excited. They kind of rushed the invite to do that, but having been on Forever Red and met a lot of these guys, and we established pretty good friendships. I was excited to go back to see everybody and hang. And of course, going to New Zealand was always fun. So I was stoked to go, and I was honored to be asked to.
I was excited too. This is the challenge thing. I was excited too, but as time was getting closer and closer, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, who's got my contract? They're like, you sent it to Jason Faunt. I'm like, I'm Frank. Like, you all don't know that I'm Jason Frank and there's Jason Faunt. Faunt, you all accidentally got your
I saw that. I go, wait, you're going to pay me how much? And I go, oh shit, it's Jason Frank. Let me sign this real quick.
The JF contract, so it was like one of those things that was funny, but yeah, it happened. I didn't know who all was going to be there. Everyone got invited. Everyone got invited. It's just really one of the first people to come back and say, "Yep, I got you. I'll do it." Sort of like with Bat in the Sun. I was like, "Yeah, man, I got you." I just had a good feeling about it. I love to do this for you guys. Since doing Power Rangers and then Dino Thunder, that started to become a little popular. And then with the Super Mega Force, there's, you have generations and generations of people. My son used to watch, and that's my daughter. Oh, and that's my daughter, and that's my mom. Enough. 4 generations, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Whew. I was on an oxygen thing today, because I just felt like wheeling it out to come to the thing.
Hey guys! I would never know this, but apparently when you have 1% body fat, altitude gets to you quickly. See, I've been like I went jogging this morning at like 7,000 feet, and it totally, I was rolling, physically rolling downhill to try to get some oxygen, but Jason's a tough guy, except when he has to drag his oxygen.
True.
So next question over here, this man.
Yes, this is for all of you. Were you guys ever bullied in school?
Sure, I was. Yeah. Of course not bad. They're good looking and tough. Why the hell do you think I went into acting? About me says football, even the name. Narvey. That's an injury you get on the football field.
It's like an injury you get at sea. Narvey.
I'm so happy that bullying has become so passe now. Like really, because I hated it. It's terribly demeaning and it's dehumanizing, and it was a real joy for Jason and I after the first couple seasons of Rangers, where we finally got to veer away from being bullies and to really play our true selves, idiots.
I've often said, like, the show's created today, well, I guess it's still going on, but I would think that they would make the Rangers themselves more nerd-y. I mean, you had David, he was a token nerd, but David was, you know, one of these gorgeous, good-looking people. People told them I said that, you know.
I'm telling Dave.
No, but that's the thing, they couldn't do the nerd right. I mean, that was the role I auditioned for originally, was Billy. Because I could play either a nerd or a bully, because you're an outsider. So I think now we celebrate the outsider a little more than we used to, which is a good thing.
So it's nice that bullying is like moving into the past as a thing.
And real quick, just to hop on that, we've all of us have been through that. I mean, when I remember growing up at junior high, freshman high school, I mean, we had the older guys that were seniors that we would literally get body slammed in the lockers where I grew up, and there was stuff that happened all the time. So we've all, I mean, you're not alone. We've all been through it in some form or fashion. So just know that. And
you know what people used to tell people that, like, when I was younger, I'd go home and, Dad, I was bullied today at school. My dad would be like, punch him in the neck. But see, here's the problem with that. Is then we get into the cycle of violence. And yes, you can shut a bully down by popping him in the nose or her in the nose. But do we really want to go there?
You were bullied by girls?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Yeah, okay.
I went to high school in Hawaii, and Samoan chicks do not like me. No, because there was some like sacred piece of ground, that's some ancient burial ground that I walked across, and they were like, they like chased me all around the campus, like took my pants.
That's okay, Paul. Happened. That's okay, Paul. We love you when you're pantsless.
No, it's true, man. Well, I don't know about his pants, but like being bullied and stuff like that, I've been through my own shares. I got involved in martial arts my dad was kind of the way Paulie explained. It's like, you know, don't take this, don't take that. The only problem nowadays with bullying, I've had some students that even took their lives because they're getting bullied over these things. This cyber social media bullying thing. They'll let me screenshot you a picture, it's supposed to be private. Now I'm gonna send it to all your friends, and then they're humiliated, and that's what is super hard. Maybe being slammed in the lockers is a little easier now than being slammed on Facebook, social media, called out in front of the world. So it's getting more dangerous. It really is.
And I gotta say, man, I mean, now that we've grown up, we've made it through, we've survived those years. It's starting to look back at the crap that you have to put up with when you were a kid and a teenager, because when you're an adult, by and large, that part of your life is gone, where people will bully you, and that kind of sadistic, kind of insidious torture that they do with these is beyond you. So that's why this policy of it does get better is absolutely the truth. Nothing we go through as adults is as hard as high school and junior high. I guarantee you guys that. If there's any kids out there who feel that way, know that. It gets so much easier and quickly. It gets easier quickly.
Yep, you'll get through it. And then punch them in the neck. No.
Those guys are like, I don't like when they say no bullying. I'm gonna go punch somebody smaller than me.
So I think we have some Rangers over here with a question.
Sorry, hey, pleasure to have you guys here. I was 6 years old when it first started. Thank you for taking the time to talk to all of us at some point today that came up and saw you.
Well, we know what season's your favorite.
Since I've got two of you in it, yes, absolutely. So my question, years ago, there was that nitty-gritty movie that was made, with Jason Vanderbeek, obviously being part of the franchise. I'm sure you have seen it. What were your reactions with that after seeing it, if you have?
Too dark, man, too dark. Yeah, let's go, heroin? What? Yeah, it didn't really make sense to me. And also, I love the fact that people make movies, but make your own movie. Your ideas are way better than trying to riff off of somebody else's property that you don't own. Spend $100 grand on your own thing, and then you become the mogul.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I'm torn, because I thought it was really, really well done. I mean, he's a good director. He's a good filmmaker. He did great work. I'm also becoming more and more skeptical of everything having to be dark. For crying out loud, the world is dark. That's why we need brightness, right? That's why we have superheroes with colors. Okay, that's why we have the rainbow out there of superheroes.
That's why I'm the White Rangers, to bring the light. Tommy just gave me a good idea.
Why's it gotta be the White Ranger? Yeah.
You know, he originally called me about that script, that guy, and before they knew no movie was gonna come out, I agree with Paul. Paul probably said it the best. Easy, perfect. But when he called me, he said he wanted me to do this reboot. It's gonna be bloody, it's gonna be gory, it's gonna be, sex, and this and that. And I was like, I had to pass on it. He's like, you're gonna pass, and everyone was like, dude, you know who that guy was? And I was like, I don't care, because if it's still a kid's show.
That's exactly it.
It's still a kid's show. If you could rebrand something like, for example, Evil Dead. Do you know what Evil Dead is? Okay, he don't. So that's fine. Ash versus Evil Dead, rebooted on a TV show, cool. For that genre, but it has never disappeared. And we don't plan to disappear yet. So, and spend your own $100,000 on something else that is too much, just too dark,
Our next question over here.
Hi guys. First of all, I want to say to JC David Frank, I always thought I was the coolest kid because I had his middle name as David as well. So,
thanks.
So that was awesome. But my question is actually for all you guys. Jason, David Frank, I know you know a former martial art. I'd like to know what style it was. And for the other guys, if you did not learn a style of martial art, what would it be?
I learned basically my own style is Tosu Kundo, which means the way of the fighting fist. But it's a combination of several styles mixed together as one. Give you my favorite Muay Thai. I'm just got my master's degree under national Thai in the Thailand government, which I'm pretty proud of because I go to Thailand and work a lot of fights, and I don't know how they feel about me, but everyone ultimately respect because it's under the Thailand government, which was cool. And then all the other stuff. My Thai credentials is what I'm really proud of. Proud of it all, but just a big mixed blend. It took 8 years to reach black belt. 9 years. It takes a long time.
I trained Jeet Kune Do for not that long, for just under 3 years, and I thought that was pretty cool because it was the martial arts of Bruce Lee. It was all encompassing. It focused on a lot of different forms. I wish I had done it a little bit longer, but then I moved up to Hollywood and became an actor. So, but mine was Jeet Kune Do that I started with.
I studied a tiny bit of Kung Fu, but really, I studied fencing. And according to Bruce Lee, it is the fastest form of martial arts. But I love Shaolin Drunken Master. That's a cool form. As an actor, that's mine, baby.
I'm the master of the Vulcan couch meld. This is how it works. You approach the couch. You lay your hands upon it. You feel the couch's pain, and then you sleep on the couch. And you and the couch become one. For like a month while you play Xbox.
This gentleman in the back of the hat.
Alright, JDF, I'm going to move past the little scuffle we had a while ago, but this is actually a request for Gnarly Narvey.
Oh.
Yeah! I was wondering if you can still hit that famous iconic laugh. Just one request.
The answer is usually
We were just talking
no.
about that last night.
No. And the reason why, okay, are you ready to fail? Go ahead.
God.
Go jump in the river. He can't do it anymore.
No.
He can't do it. It's too diaphragmatically challenging.
And it's hard for you sitting. I did it in an acting panel a few years ago with Paul. We were doing acting. We did a scene, and Walter crashed our panel in the middle of our scene. And I did it. It just came out. I had no idea how it happened. It just seemed to be appropriate. Part of it was because we weren't sitting. Because the other part was I see Walt, I do the laugh. It's just hard. So if you bring Walt into this panel, maybe I might be able to. Until Walt,
no laugh for you.
This gentleman in the bow tie in the back.
This is for JDF. I was wondering, out of all the 5 Rangers you played, which one is your favorite?
Probably all 5 of the ones I played. No, I'm just kidding. That was, anyway. Probably just the green because it was the first. It was like first new to set. Never understood what a Ranger was. Had no clue who Zordon was. All these weird names and everything like that. So coming to set and seeing how easy it was to push things aside and do camera turnarounds and seeing the lights and seeing all these guys, it was cool. Because when I came to the show was already a season, so just the Green Ranger kind of stuck with me a little bit more,
And you know what? I have a legitimate, like this, if I were sitting where you guys were, question I've never thought about until this minute. And maybe I should have read the scripts rather than just, skull, nice, bump some. Skull, okay. Ranger. But, okay, people, like every third episode, would be like, thank you, Power Rangers. Angel Grove celebrates the Power Rangers. Thank you, Power Rangers. Thank you, Power Rangers. Thank you, Power Rangers. Thank you, Power Rangers. But do people in Angel Grove ever acknowledge or know that there's a Zordon? He's the guy that makes it happen, right? He's the quote job creator. Does everyone ever think Zordon? No. So you guys are false front.
Well, the construction companies certainly are benefiting from all of the giant robot combat.
Poor Zordon. That dude lives in a jar.
I would give him credit, but the credit's due to all of us.
Just kidding, I just heard it. We've got a question here in the center.
So I think last year, Jason, Frank was in Mexico. I always wondered, and this is my first time.
Frank or Faunt?
Me? Yeah, you. Okay. Unless you don't remember being in Mexico. I mean, tequila is kind of odd sometimes.
Frank or Faunt.
But have you ever heard yourselves talk in any other language? Because this is the first time I've ever heard you speak English, actually.
Is it weird? You're like, oh my god, they sound so weird. Like the first time you actually hear yourself on a tape recorder, you're like, oh my god, I sound like that. What do I sound like?
Yeah, the weirdest one is that when they took our feature film and dubbed it into Japanese, and then they sold it in Japan, which is awfully meta. In Germany on RTL, Bulk and Skull, the voices were swapped, so he had the deep voice and I had the squeaky voice. Which it was very unsettling and weird. And I've heard a lot of the Spanish version of the show, and it's not better. It's not. The show's still cheesy. Super cheese ball.
We call it queso in Mexico.
Oh, thank you. Is that what we call it in Mexico?
We call it queso.
Thank you very much.
This gentleman here in the center.
Hi. My question is for JDF. Settle a debate between me and my pal. Green Ranger versus White Ranger. Who wins?
Ooh. White Ranger wins. White Ranger wins. He's got Saba. Yeah, all the Green Ranger has is rage.
Yeah, but just imagine being the White Ranger listening to a talking sword on your hip. Imagine that. It's like the flute can just. And Saba, yeah, tell me this. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with. I would be the winner.
Dude, how awkward is that talking sword on a date? You're like, hello, lady. Hello. No, did your pants just say, hello, lady?
The worst part is when you just went from the Green Ranger and now you're the White Ranger and you decide to summon the Dragon Sword. Dragon Sword! And then Saba, you have your mouth on it and he's like, don't kiss me, I was trying to blow the flute, guys. Don't you see? I was trying to Tommy, get out of my mouth, man!
I just French kiss a cat.
And this mic, whoever's been talking to me. Ouch. Another question right here.
Jason, Frank, can you do any more of your old moves?
I still do. I can.
Oh, he can.
Not in these jeans. You gotta stay. Are you follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff?
You're not allowed to be on it.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
No.
Mom, do you follow me?
Oh. There's this new social networking platform. It's called a bicycle. You get on it and ride around and talk to people.
Yeah, no, I still do all my stuff now. I continue training. Have to.
Definitely not in this altitude though, right?
Not in these pants. That's just.
Sure.
You guys still stay in touch with the cast members?
Who asked that? Oh.
Yeah, where are you?
Who asked?
We totally do, man. Many of us are sending each other completely inappropriate text messages all the time.
Oh, God.
Right, Jason Faunt?
If you've never been to prison but want to know what it feels like to be imprisoned, just get on a Power Ranger chain text. It goes on and you can't get off it.
Because there's like 100 of them.
Yeah.
Think about it. Every season, 25 years, there's like 1 million Power Rangers, and everyone's got to get their digs in, and then everyone's asking everyone else, who is this? I don't know who this is.
And then Cat's gonna do an emoticon and a smiley face, and Eric Cahill's just gonna go tee-hee. That wasn't necessary.
Yeah, we see our fellow actors a lot.
All right, next question, please.
Yes, this is not only just for Jason Narvey, but it's for all of you. During the time of Lost Galaxy, what do you think Skull might have been doing during that time? Was he just sleeping, or was he working on the plans for the Tiki Bar, for when that he and Bulk had?
I can't say there were children in the room. Clearly he's getting busy with making Spike.
Yeah, if you do the math on that, Spike was pretty much created right around that time.
Next question, please.
I got lost.
This question is for JDF.
I was lost. When Lost Galaxy, I got lost. I went to go see. Never mind. Can't think the altitude's really. Oh goodness. Thinking too much.
Okay, my question is for JDF. I already asked the other.
Where are you?
Over here.
Okay,
I'm the
there you
statue.
Wait, I thought you were an alien. Wait a minute.
She's both.
I'm both. Anyway, my question is, what is your favorite episode of Power Rangers that you've ever done?
I liked when I did Fighting Spirit on Dino Thunder. I liked it because that was like as close as we could get with kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, where Tommy was in the hospital and he's fighting all his evil selves, except the Turbo wasn't there. And of course the uneven stuntmen that were standing next to each other. It was supposed to be even. One was taller, one was smaller, stuff like that they thought you all never knew. And then it was like best acting. I just was like laying in a hospital just like this.
Sure,
they're like, cut! And I was like, you sleeping? I'm a method actor. That's right. I'm a method actor. How dare you talk to me? Let's just keep rolling. Keep rolling. So now I learned just to do this once in a while, like Paul would say, just keep it a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just something.
Just something.
Because it means you have an inner life. You're thinking in there.
Yep, that's what it was. But yeah, Fighting Spirit was really cool.
All right, so we have time for just a few more questions, so we're going to enter a lightning round.
Yes, no.
Go.
Next.
My question is, what was each of you guys' favorite Power Rangers team up?
Team up?
Favorite team up?
I liked ours with Wild Force.
Ninja Turtles? That was cool, right? That was fun.
No, we team up ours.
Favorite team up?
Yeah, they're discussing what's a team up. They're like, what's a team up?
I was like, he's trying to explain it to me. Oh yeah, well, Forever Red because everybody was there. It was easy.
Yeah.
Forever Red was easy.
All right, who's next?
Next one.
Hi everybody. This is Polly. I just remember growing up with the episode where your relative showed up and talked about how you were being bullied for your character, I should say. And I just want to kind of know what your experience was, because I remember watching it as a kid and being like, oh my god, that's terrible if that's what's happening to you. I don't know if you heard that at all.
No, start over.
Yeah. Replay.
Well, it's just the after school Power Ranger episodes. Yeah, the PSA, dealing with your characters being bullied because of your characters. I'm just wondering, because as a kid I was like, I didn't know that. So what was your experiences?
Well, you're grown up now. What's your name, bud?
Tom.
Tom?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Tom. So you're... Hey, shut up! Shut your mouth! Sorry.
I need